Well, this is the start of my journey today. Really looking forward to it. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Oh shit. Well, I'm heading towards Mobley, which again is near Manchester Airport, not so far away. Mobley is quite a affluent area, should I say. In other words, posh. Lovely bit of countryside near it. Now, if you lived in a city or council estate or whatever, some urban area that was built up, this is beautiful. It really is.
Well, like everything in life, my plans changed, and my visit to Mobley was replaced by a visit to a small village called Ashley. The route I had taken was from the Wythenshawe area of Manchester, past the airport towards the A538, then turning right onto Mill Lane, which from there is the hilly part of the ride. From there on in, you just follow the signs for Ashley. This works out at approximately 6.5 miles there and the same back, which for an old fat guy like me with little or no experience in biking except for when I was a kid, I was quite pleased with this little adventure.
It's nice to be out of the way, you know, not thinking you're going to get mugged for your bike or your camera. Just coming across a little building, looks like a bit of a church. Not sure what it is, we'll find out in a minute. Right, it's not a church, apparently it's a school. Looks like a little primary school, I don't know if you can see it in the background there. And it's got a little playground yard thing here, really cute, really is. But getting on with the bikes, that's what I'm riding today. It's a Giant Revel, quite an old bike now. I think it's quite a few years old. From what I can gather just by through reading, it's what you call a hardtail. I might be wrong, so if I am, please let me know. But nothing special about it. There's no packs on it or anything yet, because like I said, I'm going to be doing the bike packing at some point anyway. I'm not sure when that'll be. I'm just trying to find my feet at the moment, trying to get a little bit of fitness as well. But it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it, and it's different. It's nice to be out and about. It's lovely and sunny. It's nice and warm. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing major. But it's so nice to be out and about. It really is. So I'm going to sit down, have a little bit of a drink, and then I'm going to carry on. Happy days. Well, I thought I'd have a little bit of a sit down, took the helmet off. It does rub under there. I don't know if anybody can give me any tips for that, you know, why, you know, what you can do to stop it rubbing, you know, the strap itself. But other than that, the helmet is quite comfy. Let's have a look. As we'll talk about something while I'm here. 1 second. Now I've got all my wire tangled up. Right, it's only cheap. Let you know about the equipment that I bought. Now I went to, I'm not going to name the shop because it's a well-known brand and it starts with an E, but that's all I'm saying. I went there and the equipment was amazing, the shop was amazing, however it was bloody expensive. A jacket like this was about 185 quid. Now I bumped into somebody who said, listen, don't go there, go to another shop, which is a sports shop, starts with an SD, if you get what I mean. and I bought all this. Now this jacket is Muddy Fox. I don't know if that's a good make or not, I haven't got a clue, but I have heard of them. Now I bought this was, I think it was about 21 quid, which is a big difference from 185 quid. Also got a helmet, which again, I think that was about 20 quid. Fits okay, does the job. The bottle I already had, so, oh, that's nice. I also got some Muddy Fox leggings, and obviously I've got some trainers on, so that's what I've got to ride around in. Don't know if it's the right gear or not. Like I said, I'm totally new to all this. This is a completely new thing to me. Oh, and I got these glasses. These glasses were 14 quid. Come with about, I think it's about 5 different lenses. I don't know why I need 5, but you know, each to their own. So I've got all this equipment. I borrowed a bike. I have put an order in for a new bike. Well, I've put an order in through a thing called Cycle to Work scheme, which apparently is really good, and it does look good. So I've put an order in to get something from there. So fingers crossed I should have that in a couple of weeks, and I'll show you what that will be. I'm not too sure myself yet, because I've seen that many bikes recently. I've looked at everything from racers to big fat wheel mountain bikes, to these hardtails, and I think I am going to go with a hardtail, because by all accounts that does a bit of road, and you can do a bit of off-road with it as well, and I think that's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to cycle down the road, and then if I want, go off-road into the middle of nowhere, just to get away from everybody, because this is what this is all about. It's about me just finding myself more than anything else, and I'm actually looking forward to it. It's the first thing that I've looked forward to in a long time. I mean, I love filmmaking, but even that gets a bit monotonous sometimes when you're just filming the same things constantly. So I thought I'd try and do this. Don't know how it's all going to work out. Now, I'm not saying my life is shit, because it's not shit, but sometimes, like anybody else, you find it a bit stagnant. My marriage is good, kids are doing great, got a house, got a job, got cars. I'm doing okay, but there's still something missing, and this is about me trying to find that something. I like to have a bit of adventure. I like to go out and see things that other people or hardly anybody's seen, do things that nobody else really does. Well, quite a lot of people do by lots of things, but I just want to do something that I enjoy, and that can be all about me. And I don't know what else to tell you. Now, some people might say, well, you sound a bit depressed to me. And I don't think I'm depressed, but I am looking for something. I want a bit of adventure in my life. I mean, I'm 51 and I'm looking for something to be a little bit different, and I think this is what this is all about now. I don't know, maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. If I am having a midlife crisis, then most people will buy a motorbike or a fast car, you know, or get fast women even. But no, I have to get a pedal bike, you know. But like I said, I am enjoying it, especially today. It's a lovely day. I don't know what it's going to be like when I actually do this and it's absolutely throwing it down. The whole plan, like I said, at the moment is to get my fitness up a little bit, and then buy some more gear, and get ready to do something next year. Not particularly this year. I am going to do some trials, as in camping out, etc. But other than that, I think a majority of this is going to be next year. Go on some really long trips if I can, if I'm up to that, and then we'll take it from there. So let's go back on the road, eh?
After getting a bit deep and talking about why I was doing all this, I decided to move on. Now, one of the other reasons I decided to take this bikepacking thing up was because I came across a YouTube channel called The Midlife Crisis Guy, and it really did help me make the decision on what I wanted to do. So I just wanted to give that dude a bit of a thumbs up and say thank you.
Right, so that was nice. I mean, I've just been going over a bridge there and a lady stopped behind me, Oh, there's a church here. Let's have a look at this. A lady stopped behind me just to let me get over the bridge safely, which was nice. I've come across a church now. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Now this is the thing about doing this, you find places that you don't normally see, and that's what I like. You know, I love going to places where you wouldn't generally go. And the other good thing about this is that I don't feel that under threat from anything, as in I don't feel that I'm going to get mugged for my bike or for my camera or anything else, which is, for me, it's a really unique feeling, because anybody that knows to the type of films and documentaries I do, they're always a bit ropey. So this for me is really different, and it's so nice, really is. I wish I'd have done it a long time ago, really do. You know, you don't realise, you know, you sit around at home vegging in front of the TV watching all the rubbish that's on there, you know, all this reality crap, and it's just, there's so much out here. There's so much. It's so beautiful. Sounds a bit all deep and meaningful, I suppose, but it really is. So yeah, absolutely loving this, and I can see me doing this long term at the minute, until I have a crash or something, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, shall we get on? Yeah, of course we should. I'm just gonna go over the bridge. No, it's Ashley. Oh, I thought it was Astley. I ain't got my glasses on. I'm 51, you know. Try and get a bit of speed now, eh? Feeling a bit more confident now. Mind you, that's what always happens, isn't it? And then somebody falls off. Now I'm going to be honest, this is somewhere that I've never been before, so the odds are we're going to get lost. But hey, that's what I always do. The thing about this is that I don't need to rush. You know, I'm not in a race, I'm not cycling to win anything. Just take my time and take the scenery in, which is really, really good. I'm almost like a kid. You know, when you first start doing things, if you remember when you were a kid and you first went out on your bike, thought it was great, it was an adventure. And that's what I'm feeling like now. Absolutely loving this. I can't say I'm going to be saying the same on the way back with all the hills, but you know. away from anywhere now. I haven't got a clue where I am. Hiya. Yeah, I feel like I'm part of the club. People are saying hiya to me. No, but by all accounts, the whole cycling thing is apparently really friendly. And apart from the odd person who just ignores you, but that's just life in general. Doesn't sound good, does it? Right, now apparently I'm on the Cheshire Cycleway. I've just seen two cyclists coming down here, so I thought, oh, what's down there? And apparently this is the cycleway for Cheshire. Now, I'm pretty sure if there's any cyclists that know what they're doing, they'll be sat at home, rolling around laughing, wondering what the hell is he doing. And to be fair, I sort of agree with you. I'm wondering what the hell I'm doing as well. But it's all part of the adventure, and I'm pretty sure you have to agree with that. You know, going out, getting a bit lost on the lanes, not many people around. It's great. I can't believe it. We're up here, all the way up here, and what do I get? Don't know if you can see that. Thieves beware, protected area. All the way up here. You know, come away from Manchester. Nah, it's not only Manchester has thieves, we know that, I'm only joking. But, you know, the further you get out into the countryside, you would hope that the less thieves you'd get. But then again, watching some of these police programmes, they seem to really start coming up here for tractors and cars and bikes and all sorts. So personally, I think you should just go out and get a job. You know, you lazy ass twats. That's my version of it. See, there's no you know, this is what you get on here. You know, my little channel, this is what you're gonna get. Me cycling around, talking a load of bullshit to myself. Right, apparently I've gone the, let's get me straight a bit, gone the wrong way for the Cheshire cycle path. It's pointing back up here. So, not sure, didn't see any signs for it. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how long the cycle path is. It must probably bloody miles. Here's me just sort of like going, yeah, I'll go down there. Said to my wife it'd only be an hour. See, I'm finding it okay. I'm a bit out of breath, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens when I start packing stuff onto the bike. Now that, because apparently it gets really heavy. There's a lightweight version of it, and obviously a heavyweight version. Because I'm going to try and make a documentary about it, presuming I'm going to have to get the heavy version. So I'll have to get some panniers and etc. for the bike, so I can get my camera in. At the minute I'm just on a GoPro, but it is shooting 4K, which is all good. 4K at 60. I bet you that's it there. Is that it? No, that's somebody's house. Don't want to be going in there. But like, hello, is this the Cheshire cycle path? And I'm going, no, fuck off, it's my house. Anyway,
so that's how it all went for the next hour and a half on my very first bike ride. All in all, I cycled just over 13 miles, got lost a few times, crunched some gears, my chain came off once, and it all took me just over 3.5 hours on my first trip. So I was happy with that. Fingers crossed, things will get better, I will get a little bit fitter, and then I'll be able to make a good documentary about this in the future. But until then, I'll just keep plodding along. I hope you've enjoyed this little new adventure of mine. Thanks for watching.
I've got some cycling leggings on, whatever you want to call them, that have got padding on the backside. It's almost like I've got always with wings on.